Hello everybody, and welcome to Thoughts of a Princess. So this is my first video, obviously, because no special effects, no backdrop, nothing. But here's the deal. I decided to start a video series because I ain't Betty Crocker. I don't sugarcoat shit. So I just wanted to be like a lot of other people and throw out my opinion, but in a way that'll make you think. Okay, I'm not forcing you to do anything, but this is real talk. This is real thoughts. And if you don't like it, well, you can click off this video now. I don't want to hear any hate comments. So that being said, let's take our first topic today. Kids. Kids of today. And I don't mean kids like toddlers. Okay, yeah, maybe I do. But I mean kids all the way up to in their 20s and 30s. And I'm talking about the ones that were raised by people who think everybody should have a trophy. If that's you and you're offended, well, that's another video for another day. So I'm a Gen Xer. Born in the 70s, early 70s, giving away my age. And I was raised in a fairly strict household, although it wasn't really that strict. But anyway, I was a feral child. Let's just put it that way. But that being said, I knew right from wrong. And I knew that if I did wrong, I would get whoopings. And I got whoopings a lot. Because, I was pushing boundaries, didn't care. But that formed me into a productive member of society. I knew disappointment. I knew pain. I knew all of it. So now you ask, well, what does that have to do with anything you're going to talk about? It has a lot to do. Because my question is, and yours should be too, what happened in between that? Because I know a lot of my generation was raised the same way I was. If you got in trouble or you did something bad, you got a whooping. It happens. So why did we start raising our children to think that they should win everything? Why did we do that? I have no idea. That's my question to you. But here's the fallout from that. Let's start with an example of the fallout, of how this comes about. Your child tries out for a sports team, or band, or debate team, or whatever. Doesn't matter. They try out. That person, that child, and all the rest of the 35 other kids all get told that they did well and they get a trophy because there are no losers. Well, that puts into their mind the sense that I'm good at everything. I don't have to work. I don't have to work at being good. I don't have to practice. I don't have to study. I don't have to do anything. I'm just being me. Okay, but then that's a detriment to the kids that are genuinely good at that, or that have put in the effort, because now those kids have to carry and share their hard work with those that didn't do anything. Now, how would you feel if every day you came into work and you worked your fingers to the bone, and the guy sitting next to you, or gal, or elephant, whoever, doesn't matter, the person next to you got the promotion based off of your work and you didn't get anything? How would that make you feel? That being said, if you're not teaching your children about disappointment and sacrifice, you're setting them up to fail. But also, you're depriving them of finding out what they are truly gifted at. So by putting your child on the soccer team or the football team or whatever team, doesn't matter, Spanish club, I don't care, whatever it is, they don't have the desire or the drive to practice and put in the work or to find something that they are inherently good at. So you're depriving not only that child of a fulfilling life, of knowing that they have this gift, but you're also depriving the world of their accomplishments. You may have put your child on the football team, the baseball team, it doesn't matter. And they get a trophy and they think, yay, I'm doing great and I'm doing all this good stuff because the coach says I'm perfect, mommy and daddy say I'm perfect. But deep down, maybe they're gifted at science. And later down the road, because you didn't force them, wrong term, you did not show them that there are other options and push them to be their best, you may have deprived the world of a scientist who could have cured cancer, or a musician who could have brought the world peace, or the next president, or any inspirational person who could do wonderful things. You have deprived that child and are continuing to deprive that child, and you're depriving the world. I mean, how selfish is that? Princess, my child is good at everything, and you're just being a bitch. My child does not need to do that sort of thing. Corporate America sucks. Okay, I hear you, Karen. But let's just stop and think for a minute. For those of you that have children living under your roof in some obscure room, basement, shed, whatever, they got the whole top floor themselves, I don't care. They're sitting in that room, dinking around, playing a keyboard warrior. They could be dinking around, finding a cure for something. They could be dinking around, being a pro football player. They could be anything. But you're choosing to let them just fall away from society with no true accomplishments. Princess, the world is harsh. It's full of disappointments and people hate each other and it's violent and Orange Man bad. And I don't want my child in on that. Really? You dealt with disappointment in your life? You dealt with hardships? Yeah, maybe I'm assuming a lot here. Anyway, my point is, you've got to push your children to find what they are good at. Let's take another example. You've got these 20-something and 30-something kids screaming at the top of their lungs at the sky because they're upset of something that happened. Why? What did that do? What purpose did that serve? Oh, you're upset. Boo-hoo. Life went on. Life went on. Their lives didn't change. Nothing happened to them. They didn't perish away. They didn't, they still had, okay, never mind. I was going to say they still had their job, but they probably weren't working. They still went on. Everything still went on. If nothing else, for the better or the same. Nothing bad happened. Princess, how dare you mock my child's emotional trauma? They were expressing themselves emotionally. Okay, okay. It's okay. Princess has got you. They can express themselves emotionally. I don't care. that still doesn't change anything. And the only thing it does is make them look foolish and you look like a shitty parent. That's all I'm going to say about that. But because they're not productive. They're not productive. So what does that do for you? Nothing. They're sucking off of your food, your rent, your income, all of it. And what are they doing for the world? Nothing. So, just some thoughts. Something for you to ponder, something for you to think about. And that, my friends, is Thoughts of a Princess.